number 2. And I'm going to be disappointed at TSM if we don't see some spicy picks coming out for them here.
I mean, they're locked into
They're
third
locked
place.
in, that's right. They can lose this game with impunity, so.
Okay, what always happens when Team SoloMid can secure it? What does Ionic play?
Vulcan, Neja.
Naja,
that's right, yeah.
every single time. I want to see Denial ban that just because they know it's going to come out.
To them, right?
That's right, yeah. Yeah. Talk poop, get Snoop, though.
No, that's why I don't talk poop, though, because what if they did lose that first game?
That's
like,
right, yeah.
Woo,
They almost did. I mean, I would have been sweating if I was Ionic and I got picked 2-3 times in the early game.
Oh, yeah. I would have been on Twitter immediately after that game, like, what's going on?
They were blowing up Ionic early on.
They were teeing off on him. But the bans are through. Bologna, the respect ban, onto Apollo as well out of Denial. Sylvanas Geb. Giannis makes it through the draft, and he's first pick.
That's his best guy.
My God. ISIS +1 is available for TSM if they want it. Much less any kind of style they want to go for.
They don't have to get ISIS right now because
But they could get ISIS Athena, my friend.
They could.
They could get Dusa Athena as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. More of a Medusa Athena would be a very strong lane combination. Yanis is already locked in. I'm actually, you know what? That could be like a Yanis solo, but I don't think Baskin plays that. And Thor.
Okay, so Gars wants to. Yeah, you know what? Remember, this is an elimination game. Although not saying the TSM's not taking this one seriously just yet. We haven't seen the draft really round out yet, but it could go to DVOs in the solo lane. He could be trying to show off that, hey, I got it too. We saw it come out a couple times in Europe in heavily favored matches, but likely this is being the signature god for Gars, likely going his way.
Sobek, that's a second pick. Sobek, it's probably going.
Is he this valuable?
I think so. He's such a good flex pick. Not to mention he doesn't lose that many matchups in solo, and he's actually still really good in support. Like, he is one of the more aggressive supports in the Humbats.
Similar draft.
It was good with the monkey. It's pretty good with the monkey.
Similar draft coming out from Denial this game, except instead of the ISIS, it is the Giannis, and that's really what Mace had evolved to after his ISIS had started getting banned out, was portaling everyone through with superior ward vision and looking to pick off mid laners and supports who are caught rotating.
I'll tell you what I'm looking for.
Out of position.
Looking for Vulcan.
Oh.
Vulcan, Naja.
Say it again, Bar.
I'm looking for Vulcan.
Yes. I would love to see some Vulcan. I just want to play him once, but like that's the thing. I never like to take any team for granted, like, no matter what, because what if it does backfire? What if they hit you with that jank and you lose and it just But I do like the Rama pickup here. Very solid hyper carry, and Snoopy does not miss Rama ults. Like, Snoopy is so good with Rama.
You know, a lot of players have really gotten good at Rama ults as well.
It's Shaggy Shank and probably
Emilito hits.
Emilito.
He hits a lot of them too.
Snoopy.
Not Allied.
Not Allied. Not that guy.
Let's calm down.
Who else?
I think Moex hits him as well.
Yeah, I think Moex was.
Most of the EU are EU hunters just better Allied at hitting skill shots.
I don't know. They're definitely more aggressive than NA hunters. That's for sure. But you know, if Zatman made it to the next land, he'd show them. That's for sure. I love Zatman.
Well, Shivalanke banned out by TSM, taking away some of the late game potential. ISIS removed by Denial. No big surprise there, taking her out of the pool. But what will we see? We're running out of flavor options here. The jungler seems to be locked in. The hunter.
I don't think they're going flavor.
As well. I don't think so. I think TSM
they drafted normal.
They want this W.
Rama mid Vulcan duo.
There we go.
Naziha.
Naja still available. Athena could be going to the jungle or the solo lane. There's Chief Police Chief Neath.
It's going to be mid.
Yeah, I think that's mid as well. Or they could surprise us all. They could be rocking that Team Dignitas Rama and put it in the mid lane and say YOLO. To hell with it all. Final 2 picks pending from Denial. What would they round this one out with? Still waiting on their hunter. Well, I mean, Cupid? What are you picking here?
Well, if you're Denial,
Medusa's still available as well.
It's got to be Dusa, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
It's fair enough synergy with the
Sobek. Mark is actually a pretty beast Apollo. But what?
Oh.
Apollo was banned out in the first set.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Baskin.
Hooey.
That's my man.
There it is. Yeah, that's your man's, right?
So what is this bringing to lane? Because we really don't get to see that much Huey play.
We're looking at
not have another
really aggressive early game potential, dank ricochet shots. I'm talking like lots of potential playmaking, and not to mention objective control. Huyi's ultimate is basically a little bit softcore Zeus ult, but it brings a lot of range. There's big circle ultimate, being able to kind of lock down. If there's a mid-Harpy fight, there's probably a Huyi fight.
Much like Empty the Crypts, right? Big AoE, strong objective control. It's not going to just hit you real fast, but it will bring... it makes it hard to secure objectives for the other team.
Yes. And also, Huyi does bring the Hunter's Mark, So that is a lot of damage, especially to a tanky line. There's the Kabroken.
Yeah, there he is, Kadankin.
It's Kabrakan, guys.
Yeah, there he is, Kabrakan locked in. So, Kabrakan solo or Thor solo?
Oh, that's a hard.
Kabrakan.
Yeah, probably Kabrakan.
It should be Kabrakan.
If you can't build full tank on a DB, it doesn't like it. That's what I've
that's
learned.
true.
I mean, he could play Athena solo.
There's a lot
And
of
it could be
solo options.
Kabrakan
Could be Neith,
support.
Kabrakan, Athena.
I mean, if anyone ever has like flare picks, it's always Ionic.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see what it is. What's Ionic playing? Ionic is playing the Athena.
That's boring.
Yeah, they picked it standard. So
I-
TSM.
I think they just want to end this strong just to show that
Yeah, they want to flex their muscles a little bit.
No.
Yeah, maybe.
No
I mean,
reason to play with
this,
your food.
this is the first time they've ever finished outside of first for a regular season. And that could have got to them, I think. I think, like you said, they're looking to finish strong. They
should
want
be hungry.
They're third place, but they're going to make sure they end the season in a dominant position.
I mean, even at Worlds, you did see Team SoloMid, like, even against, like, the lower-end teams that for me, myself, I figured they would easily beat them. They were like, well, let's Neja, like, whatever, just throw the picks, whatever, because they knew that, like, hey, we could easily beat these teams. But, adding a couple losses in there, now that they got the third-place finish, maybe they're hungry again.
Yeah,
Who
Snoopy
knows?
giving up first blood in last year's Worlds, or at last season's Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that being said, Xing is the only player in the world that has the first on-record death to a Chinese and a Latin American team.
It's true. Xing is always making sure he feeds in every region.
Yeah, Xing's got to make sure that he is well known in each region. But, guys, we are underway here. We're about 10 seconds away. Divios and Gars playing forward. I think they're showing themselves here. I think Divios
they
is
want to
gonna,
fight.
Yeah, he's just going to be like, what you going to do about it?
Or I guess they don't want to. It just seems they want to secure the buffs, and Xing is going to try and secure this, but I mean, he's not going to be able to get in there, and he just wasted time instead of helping clear these back camps.
Yeah, they double hog it away there, and Gars, he's going to toss out a hammer as well.
Yeah, and now that he wasn't there, Gars is going to
Well-
steal the back camps as well, and there's really nothing that they're going to be able to do about it.
And here's why you don't play Loki. This is it. Because you get everything taken from you. It's literally inviting the enemy jungler to take all of your buffs. It's very rare that you see a Loki not get invaded.
I mean, they're three-manning the mid wave right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're
No, this
putting
is
Mace
done.
behind, too.
That's GG. They lost their
Much
speed.
less with the change to Heartseeker coming in the next patch. Loki already trending out. Yeah, he's gone
super
from the
good.
soul lane, certainly.
Yeah. Baskin is going to have to fix his god pool. Definitely.
Yeah, he has more than Loki.
Yeah, no, I know, but it seems like whenever it's like, everything on the line, it seems like Loki is the go-to for him, but who knows? But I with the Thor second pick, it was very obvious that probably going to invade, especially a Loki. So that's kind of, I want to say it's his fault, I guess, for picking Loki, but who knows? Maybe they had a different plan in mind.
And Xing and Baskin now have lost all three of their camps, and Gars and
be like-
Divios are already level 3, almost
Level
4.
5 to level 3.
I don't know. It's going to be up to Man Marcus.
So at this
to-
point, like with this advantage, do you think TSM should just go ahead and just duo lane this straight out in the short lane?
They could do anything they want at this point. It's
Right,
so hard
yeah.
to come back from all three of your buffs. Xing's level 2.
Like that's the thing, right? They could just duo this up, and Guards will still be level 5 for the mid camps.
I mean, Xing has to do this up because now if he even takes, like, his best bet would probably just leave Mace, let him solo farm to level 5, let him, like, do his own thing, and just stay with the Loki because you don't want to put your mid lane behind because you have to leech off it at this point.
It gets harder and harder, too, as these levels stack up.
Yeah.
Kabrakan's clear time just gets instant.
So this is big for the Boosh as well. The Boosh has been getting a solo mid wave now, and he's already level 5 at 2 minutes. Additionally, he's splitting camp with Gars now. So
That's a fast level 5.
not only did this get Gars and Divios ahead, but it got Boosh ahead as well because he didn't have to share waves that he typically would.
Exactly. And now you see poor little Xing at level 3, and it's just like, I mean, you could tell by the jumping around. All right, 10 minutes, get me out. I mean, it really, and that's probably one of the core problems with, like, the invades, is that now he has no jungle left to do. You are stuck.
That's right. I mean, and it really kind of highlights how much in Split 2 the jungles are being babysat.
Yes.
You can really see it here, right? The jungles really rely very heavily on leeching experience, especially from the mid lane. And because Boosh isn't being leeched away from, you can see he's going to have that big level advantage.
Both mid Harpies should go to
Did
TSM
Sobek snatch
here.
one there? No, I think it was hogged away from
No.
Shadowq. Yeah.
Now, Athena was able to grab both there. Team SoloMid are going to secure the other mid Harpies as well, and they've already got 1,000 gold lead without killing a single player at 3 minutes.
And the snowball kind of begins from here. There's not much they can do. Even if Man Mark were to, like, let's say, dominate his lane, it would be
hit the dank bank.
The dank bank. I mean, like,
and he's been throwing him out there, but he hasn't. I don't think he's hit a single ricochet shot yet, even off of a single wall.
some are cute. I saw he had like a triple shot, but it didn't hit. It was...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't hit. You could shoot them off multiple walls, but you still
cool,
got to hit the
man.
players.
I don't know. I'm expecting the no scope 420 dank shot. Just boom, Snoopy's out of it. But I don't think that's gonna happen this game. As really the snow. Like look at Devious.
I think the players are done. I mean, we see
What is
Basket just.
What is this life?
He's not having a good day.
Well, obviously he doesn't want to lose the gold, so he's tanking it up and forgoing the health pot instead. But it just goes to show you what a sad state of affairs it is for Basket to the face. I mean, not only is it Kabrakan versus Loki, which is a 0 kill potential lane for the Loki. I mean, look at Devious. Like, it just zone him forever.
There's nothing he can do. I feel so bad.
I wish we had Devios' comms for this, just so we could listen to him giggling right now.
Gars is actually going to fight this as well. Devios probably going to rotate over. and
What are they going to do? They're
Shin can't even get in here, but Sobek's rotated. This could be a good fight for Denial here.
Yeah, they have the numbers advantage, at least for the moment, but they're starting to get closed in on Tectonic Rift.
Just
He's
kidding.
going to cut off their... Yeah, Shing forced to leap. Kabrakan ultimate used for good measure. Shadow Q finds himself in yet another off
He's
position.
blocked off by the
That's
Kabrakan ult.
Ooh,
Locked
cheeky.
off and rocked. And then, but not enough damage secure kill there from Team SoloMid. Although,
Diana's ult was hot.
yeah, you can tell maybe by a little bit by the tone of the commentary that that was a pretty catastrophic start for Denial.
Yeah, I mean, it's those kind of jungle invades that really set the pace of the game. And invading is probably everyone's, like, no one likes to get invaded, even in casuals, even in ranked. And it shows, even in competitive, how big of an effect it has on the entire game. You are at a stalemate until the 10-minute mark. You are guaranteed losing mid Harpies, even Gold Fury. And 9 times out of 10, when you lose everything like that,
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty much
they're about
it.
to lose the attack speed buff as well. Mark's going to try and fight this. His ult's going to come out, but not really connect onto anyone. Snoopy could find a kill here. His ult is available, and let's see if he can snipe it out. 1, 2. He hits all. No, he misses
He missed the third one.
one.
That's going to be the difference between life and death. He'll hit the cripple shot. One more to do it.
Oh,
Snoopy get rocked.
Man, Mark, that's my man.
There he is. That's your man's. Over the top was the overhand smash. Is Snoopy not enough to secure the kill onto the Athena? Can't port back in either now. Going to try to
could be in
smack her underneath
trouble.
a bit. Backflipping. Shotgun is there. Credited to Man Mark. It's a double delayed enough to not get credit for it, but 2 kills going his way. 2-1 for Denial in that opening skirmish.
I think that was huge, considering the fact that they are so far behind.
Yeah.
And Mark getting those 2 kills not only gives him the aggressive kind of in-your-face style that all QDs love to have in lane, but look, he can actually kill Gars here, and it's looking hot. Hits all the autos, jumps out.
Man Mark.
I mean, he instantly stunned out that spin coming out from Gars there. He throws on the Iron Crow, and then he hits him with the stun. And, you know, we were talking like how far they're behind, but Denial has actually been out-farming Team SoloMid because Team SoloMid has been wasting so much time trying to steal the buffs that they've been missing out on a lot of lane farm. And you can see that. Shing's a level above. Baskin's only 1 level behind Divios. The mids are equal. Actually, Mace has a level now, and Madman Mark has a level as well. So Denial has actually been out-farming Team SoloMid outside of the first couple minutes.
And now as the Heartseeker starts to get stacked up, this, well, as I say, that ultimate forced out from Loki, but, yeah, the,
Neath ult.
Neath ult securing that one.
Yeah, I'm
Never
assuming.
mind. I mean, it gets a little easier. The Heartseeker, his ability to farm with just the decoy starts to go up, but still that Neath threaten. The burst damage out of Kabrakan plus that Neath ultimate is a lot for, well, in the thin Loki versus fat Loki matchup, fat Loki currently winning.
Now, here's interesting. Now that Denial do have 3 kills under their name, as Shing actually dies, he's getting taunted. Nice jump. He might be able to
His
escape.
beats are down.
Yeah, no, he's able to actually get out there. So what is nice about Loki, especially considering their team comp, is that Loki is pretty much, he's out of the game, but the second he gets a kill or 2 due to pickup kills, he's back online. And with Double Hunter, Loki's really good at dealing with Double Hunter.
He's got a lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of targets here. The Neath, the Rom,
the Thor,
the
as
Thor.
well. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Athena a little tricky. Kabrakan, yeah, forget about it. But Yeah, and Rom's a tricky one as well, but Neath is pretty easy to kill for a Loki, as
So
long as they don't get rooted.
It doesn't matter as much as Loki dying or Loki, as long as he's getting some decent amount of farm in, the split push potential is still there, and he still has a good chance at cleaning up on a lot of these team fights.
Boosh in a lot of trouble here. The pluck may put him far enough away. Nope.
Mace is going to snipe that out there.
Mace
Teleport coming out from Divios, though. He may be able to do some damage. You see Mace just hiding, but Gars is going to crash down. Mace is going to be able to portal out, but he's run straight into Snoopy, and now Divios is here. He's going to block him all. Mace will fall.
Nicely played there by Divios. Secure that kill, using that Vulcan bracket to get it. Now dealing with a Loki plus the Sobek lurking in the water. There's going to be a lot of burst damage here onto the Guardian, but it is a Guardian at that. Divios, he hits 2. He's going to go ahead and start pounding the ground as well. Snoopy going to move in.
Is he going to get out?
Divios, one more shot to kill Baskin. No, not yet. Baskin.
Oh,
no!
Divios!
Divios smacks him in the face and tells him to sit down. Shadow Q, he's going to be able to secure that one, but not before Loki goes down yet again.
Gars is still alive as well.
Dead. Shing, no, the arrow got blocked off. Like, no, it did not. Boosh will go down. Madman Mark to go down. Shadow Q to fall as well. It's a deicide. Team SoloMid cleans out Denial.
That was nuts. You can see the frustration. Baskin was looking for the kill before the death, misses the auto attack, and that's the worst. That is actually, like, that's worse than a Hunter missing an auto attack for the kill. That's melee range, man. Like, that's unfortunate. But, yeah.
It was the battle of 2 stilettos versus giant shields. And the giant shields won.
You know, Denial, they're looking so good at the start of these fights, but Team SoloMid is just able to, it seems, even in game 1, just stay alive when it seems they should die, and Denial not able to finish off kills is a problem. As you were just talking about, Loki just missing the auto attack to finish off Divios, and because of that, they took so much damage that then they both died as well.
I mean, it comes down to, like, frustration, team discipline. There's a lot of factors that are in effect that are why Denial is
Shing's
like having such a rough time. And
Shing's going to take a fall here. Yeah, the taunt and the backflip. A lot of guaranteed damage there.
The Busharino picking up a kill onto Shing.
Areno.
Busharino.
Busharino and Shingarino.
Kappa 1, 2, 3.
Please don't. Why do you do? You, Bart, and Brandon just abuse Twitch chat nonstop. We're like, all right, guys, don't spam Kappa 1, 2, 3. Mark could take a spill here. Actually, Snoopy getting low. He's going to ult up. Can he find a kill onto Mace, though, before Mace can portal out? Doesn't look like he can. Mace is actually still staying aggressive as the rest of Denial is going to rotate in.
Oh, my. Taking a lot of damage here. Zionic, that Hunter's Mark, penning him out fairly well. Yeah, he goes falling through the world. Down he does go. Return kill for Denial there, 10.5 minutes in. Loki, he wants to make something happen here. Something desperately, anything happen.
I don't think he realizes where Snoopy is, but he could still dive him right now if he has his ult available.
Yeah, oh.
He showed himself, probably Vanish was down, but I would like to point out in that team fight, the Yanis ultimate was hot. He was able to save not only Madman Mark, but Snoopy actually missed his ult on Mace in the face and was able to actually get out, and they turned that around. So Denial showing signs of
what
fighting back.
What happened to Snoopy hitting all his ults?
Well,
Pretty sure twice now we've seen him miss it.
Okay, at least against us he hits it. Like, could he stop?
Maybe other players juke better.
Yeah.
Shing here, gonna get... You know, Shing is just constantly getting poked out, and he's just jumping and tanking the damage, it seems. Frustration running through him right now.
Yeah, and again, in that last skirmish that ended up in the DSI, you saw Denial just investing too many resources into killing off that Guardian solo laner of Divios. Last game it was the Chalk. This game, it's
no
the
beads.
Kraken.
Oh, he did have beads.
That Loki forced to ult out there, and Shang is 2 levels behind Gars. That's the worst feeling as well.
And he was like 2 levels up at level 8 to 6, I believe, at one point, after Denial had won that first really teamfight engagement.
Madman Mark's actually going for the 1v1, but there's the Neath ultimate and dies. Boosh is
Dude says, nah.
on point. Rama actually ults just in case to secure the kill, but...
Also to avoid getting, you know,
Yeah.
styled on.
Ooh, maybe a kill going to be converted here by Gars. A few more hits. Athena ultimate coming in as well.
Let's
Sobek
just finish it.
turn around for a moment. Athena ultimate not enough to get the kill, and through the portal goes Sobek.
Shin coming out actually the other side, and he's going to turn on Boosh, though. He's going to teleport. There's Fear No Evil, and Boosh is going to get picked off. Nice play by Shing. They just did a quick swap on players.
The old okey doke there. Boosh.
Shing was actually forced to jump out there, and
Uh-oh. Why did you run back that way, Shing? No, please, Shing.
he's lit.
Yes, yeah.
Beads is out, but he can't make it to the portal on time.
That's the Shing I remember.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I know and love.
Yeah, like I know when Shing's like, well, that's it for me.
You know, my favorite Xing era, I think, was Red Pot Death's Toll Thor start, where he would like go take the enemy blue every game until people started just 5-manning there and killing him. So they would just, and he kept doing it, and there's the whole team, and he loses Red Pot. Poor guy.
The Xing out. Actually,
Here we go. Snoopy caught with no
Oh
mana.
my! That's my man. Who Yeezus?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mark.
Who Yeezy?
Who Yeezy? Oh, that was hot. And look at the burst damage out of Huyi. Mark is actually doing amazing. It's unfortunate that Xing kind of gave up in his head because, I mean, it's hard to say. I don't think Mark could potentially carry this.
Are you saying that Xing's heart isn't in it?
I don't think so right now.
No, he said his head isn't in it. Much better than heart.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Mark's looking hot. He's 5-2-0. Snoopy, he did get 1v1s.
Yeah, it's 5-2-0 with a Transcendence and a Light Blade, though. It's not translating into an item advantage.
Yeah, top damage right now over everyone, actually. Out-damaging guards there at second. And even that 5-0-2, though, he's still 500 gold behind Snoopy with, I believe, only 1 Gold Fury taken. That's just all the towers that they've gathered.
Yeah, I want to see them kind of push this into like maybe another kind of objective fight where Mark's a part of it and gets like I want to see them engage and be the aggressors, but with Mark, and
Gold
maybe
Fury.
There's potential.
I mean, this could be exactly what you're talking about. Mace here gonna hit 2 with Unstable Vortex, do a lot of poke damage actually.
Yeah, he is forced to portal away there, and it looks like kind of like no one's going to go for Gold Fury immediately. With Snoopy dying there, he does have Ikevol online, though, so that is a huge... I can't emphasize enough. Ikevol being done, and especially if the other hunter is going for the Transcendence build, is such a huge power spike. It is better than the Transcendence builds. So...
Well, in an in-handing situation, right?
Yeah,
in Marco and Hou Yi, he does rely at least a reasonable amount... Oh, can you do it, Snoop? Snoop-a-loop?
Oh.
No.
He's going to fall, though, right there. Mark actually getting zoned out. His beads are down.
Look at Xing. Xing fought there.
Yeah, Xing goes back in, and now it looks like Mace could be in a lot of trouble. He's going to be able to beads away, but really all of denial, everything has been used. Team SoloMid, they're still full on health, and there's very little chance that Shadow Q can even get in here.
I mean, Mark was poked out immediately, forced out of the fight, and it's just not looking good.
They're going to lose Shadow Q here as well. Positioning from Ionic.
Looks
Forcing
like
Shadow Q to
demoralized.
dodge back into the jungle instead of towards the tower. Guards credited for the kill. Baskin in the face, executing a back camp, though, in the meantime. Yikes.
They still have a lot of damage on Mark and Mace. That's really going to be the key for denial if they're going to come back in this game. And, you know, the kills aren't too far off. It is the Gold Fury, right? It's the Gold Fury and all the Tier 1 towers. They're sitting about 6K behind. But Mark and Mace right now are making some pretty big plays. And if they can get Loki online, his Jotuns will be coming up very shortly. That's when denial can start picking off some of these carries that we've talked about. We're going to need them to look for Gars, Boosh, and then Snoopy.
They got to make a ton of space in this game, though.
I think Xing's too frustrated at this point. I mean, you can see it in his play. He's getting called out a lot. He's getting poked at, jumping around. Maybe you could see a potential comeback, but it's not looking like it with the kind of play that's being shown right now. And Baskin, I feel, is too much of a problem. I mean, he's getting focused, and I feel like he hasn't really been doing anything.
Shadow Q getting picked off again here, poked out to about 50%. And yeah, then Loki definitely feeling more like a liability than an asset at this point.
I feel like he's been playing very similar to Xing. You see him like just jumping around at the end of his tower. I think it's just frustration from denial, not being able to qualify for land after winning, or not winning the early game in game 1, but still allowing Team SoloMid to come back on them.
Yeah.
Now, TSM's next plan of action would definitely be take down the remaining towers. We do have Snoopy doing his... So now, it's interesting. Snoopy always plays this playstyle. He will soul lane, and he will sit in duo until that tier 2
He
is
really
taken down.
does.
He does not leave. That's mostly just his playstyle. He will make sure, no matter what, he will push that. And yeah, it looks like it's actually working.
Bracken of Soul Reaver? My God.
Yeah, no. Rip.
Gars is going to finish that one off. Snoopy's actually going to fight into the middle of the team, but Boosh is going to take out Xing there. Snoopy out of range of hitting that.
And yeah, TSM is just going to whittle away at denial and just take the rest of the towers and the little bit of objectives that they have left. And
we're getting closer and closer to the old GG here.
It should be very soon, but Baskin, he's pressuring that tier 1, boys.
Yeah, he's going to pressure it, but at the same time, they're getting their Phoenix pressured. Shadow Q gonna try and fight this off. He's
Yeah,
gonna
they're
kill
gonna
the
lose.
minions, but he's gonna lose his life in response. And with all of Team SoloMid here, the Phoenix is still going to fall.
Yeah, you can take what you get, I guess, as this Loki here, but you're trading a tier 1 for your far side Phoenix.
Can we take a look at damage real quick here? Because Loki,
Yeesh.
960 is that? Hasn't even broken the 1,000 mark.
Sub-K damage in 18 minutes out of a Loki.
I mean, he can't fight into the Kabrakan, right?
No, but I mean, he can abandon the lane and just try to do anything.
I mean, he's
guess.
trying to split push, right? He's trying to get some gold for the team.
Right. Abandon that lane.
Yeah.
Don't keep trying to push that
Okay.
lane. Like, go
Okay.
kill mid lane or something. You know, go kill the Neath. Maybe. Maybe. He's got a decent amount of synergy with gods like the Hou-Yi and the...
And Mark took it. Who uses?
And Mace.
Yeah, but Divios just doesn't care. He can even with that extra penetration from that mark. I mean, Divios just is taking no damage. He's level 18. He has breastplate, and he doesn't even have health on him. He has no items with health outside of Vamp.
Guardian scaling, baby.
Fun times.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Team SoloMid has a lot of options on how they want to end the game. Fire Giant is available. They haven't touched it yet, which is surprising. But with a Phoenix down and just the mid tier 2 remaining, it's probably the next plan of action. Get one more pick, guarantee the Fire Giant, and probably end the game. I mean, at this point, they're so far ahead. Like, they're up about 10K. It doesn't really matter what they do. They can even make mistakes at this point, and Denial would still probably not be able to come back.
Yeah, with the double Hunter. And with one of them, the Neath being 9 and 2. Yeah, they have a lot of leeway. Covering
Look
the
at the
option there
damage.
fairly well is Rom.
Is that hit?
Force
Yeah,
used the
they're
ultimate.
going to have that, and
That was-
Snoopy's just going to snipe it. It was just a perfect combination. And he's even going to hit Xing there, and Xing's just going to jump into his own death.
Oh.
Gar's going to hit the tap, and now Mark could be in trouble as well. Snoopy continues the aggression, but he'll
That
get
was
out
some
in time.
crazy synergy. Like, it may have looked like, well, TSM's so far ahead. The amount of synergy there with that play and the amount of teamwork required, that was definitely, like, impressive. I
Yeah,
will
you
say.
see, even when they're securing, 50 HP targets, it's still an Athena ultimate used on top of a Thor ultimate to get to the backline. It's still a very high quality play. Just missing that bank shot was Madman Mark, and now
Would've
forced
been
to
hype.
run away from Divios and his Kabrakan with the Soul Reaver doing so much damage,
Oh,
nearly soloing
man.
down the Hunter. 20 minutes in, surrender votes started.
That's
Didn't
gonna
seem
be
like it
it.
was going to matter anyway. Titan likely to fall. Denial fully cleaned up by Team SoloMid.
Yeah, Denial's going to take 4th place, though, and this is a heartbreaking loss, really.